Yes guys, it's your boy Cam, CTB, Cam Talks Boxing, back with another video. Did Joshua disrespect Usyk? Let's talk about it. Guys, let's go straight into it. Obviously it was going viral, everyone was talking about on Twitter post-fight. Joshua and the post-fight reaction, the post-fight speech he gave, it was a little bit cringe. But the question is, how do you feel about it? There's a lot of perspectives on this. A lot of people think Joshua took Usyk's limelight, which is something I would say, yeah, he did kind of take Usyk's moment. That was his moment. I don't know who gave Joshua the mic, but I just think it's not even completely Joshua's fault. Look, Joshua's emotional. Someone gave him the mic, and they shouldn't have given the mic. They should have just said, look, you'll get your time to speak, but this is Usyk's time now. So I think Joshua's getting a lot of stick for this. He's getting a lot of hate for it. I mean, it's understandable, you know. Like he threw the belts. He threw the belts. He was quite. I think it's more the belts. That was the main thing. If he didn't do that, you'd understand. Look, he's probably concussed, which I'm pretty sure he was. And look, it just shows the fight meant a lot to him. And what I want to say is, Joshua can never win, because you look at the Ruiz loss, or you look at the Ruiz loss. Let's talk about the first Ruiz loss, which was significant in his career, which was massive, because you could argue he's never been the same since then. A lot of people were giving him stick because they're saying he doesn't care enough. He's being too nice, but he's just lost and he's happy. He's not happy. He was humble, and he's giving credit to the Mexican, to Andy. So, but then this time he clearly shows his care, and he's emotional, and he's concussed, and he just adjusted. He's just put a year in camp with Robert Garcia, working to regain his heavyweight titles, and he gets beat fair and square on the night. Of course he's going to be emotional. He's got so much going through his head. He's got so much pressure. And look, it all just came out, you know. That's why I call it's an outburst. So one thing you can see clearly is, look, it meant so much to him. He really, really wanted to win. He was so upset. He was devastated post-fight. And look, you can't say, because obviously that's one of the questions we were asking. Is he still hungry? Does he still want to fight at that top level? He's made so much money, you know, but it shows that he really wanted to win. He does care about his legacy, and yeah, it was just, I feel like he just had a mental breakdown, like a meltdown right in front of us. Did he disrespect Usyk? I'd say no, because a lot of people are forgetting about what he did straight away. As soon as the fight got announced, the winner got announced, look, he held the flag with Usyk. Or was that might have been just, okay, as soon as the fight finished, I believe, yeah, he showed respect to Usyk, he held the flag up with him, and yeah, but then obviously after that, you don't know, someone in his team could have said something in his ear, and he just got angry, because obviously he stormed out of the ring, because obviously Eddie's saying that he didn't want to say anything stupid. But look, I mean, look, he came back into the ring, and he gave that speech, which he probably shouldn't have, and it was a bit cringe. It was just like he was just really trying to justify himself. But honestly, look, he's concussed. He was emotional, and he's put everything into. He's done really well. You could say he's overachieved. Some people say he's underachieved. He is a gold medalist, but look, he only started boxing at like 18. Obviously, he was going into details about obviously how we went jail, and he spoke about, obviously, and it's become a meme now about obviously him saying he can't move like the old fighters because he's 18 stone, and they were obviously 14 stone. But look, I think he meant well. He had good intentions, and I think we don't want to be too harsh on Joshua. Obviously, one thing I would say, and this is a different side of things, and it's a different kind of view of things. A lot of people say he's got that fake image. He's like a road man, as they say. Like, obviously his background, he's been from the streets. He had a rough, you know, kind of teenage. In his youth, he was a bit, you know, a different person, you know, in a different environment. And my point is that, like Dillian White said a few years ago, he puts on, you know, a lot of people think he's media trained. He puts on a persona. And another question could be, and let me know what you think, guys, was that the real AJ coming out? I mean, Eddie's kind of said it. Yeah, that is the real AJ. As in, he is passionate. He is, because he was using quite a lot, you know, swear words, expletives in the post-fight speech he gave, and even you see on like IFL TV, for example, you see in some of the clips of AJ lashing out at someone who just said keep it professional. I think he's like an elderly person, probably in his like 60s or above, and he just said, who you talking to? Who you talking to? Like, he was so angry, you know. So you could tell he's emotional, he really cared. But I mean, let me know what you think about that kind of side of things, guys. Was that like the real AJ? Like, you know, being a bit disrespectful, saying to Usyk, how did he win? To me, I just think he was very passionate about winning, and I think it was just the wrong time to have that speech, you know. I think he just made himself look a bit like a fool, because honestly, it was very cringe. And me and my friends who were watching our fight, we weren't quite shocked. We literally thought, like, what is going on? So yeah, look, overall, I just think, let's stop giving him too much hate. Look, he really cared. He really wanted to win that fight. Yeah, he had so much pressure on him, and obviously there's different ways of viewing the situation. I think Usyk said, look, he respects AJ. He said it recently now. I think yesterday he said he respects AJ. I think he was just a bit emotional. He was kind of maybe bullying the people in his corner, which I don't think he was. I think he was just saying fuck that, because Lomachenko, for example, was saying, no, you boxed well, and he's saying, no, F that, I didn't win, so I didn't box well. So, you know, it's just it's one of those things. But look, I'll be back with another video this week, probably tomorrow, about what's next for AJ. I'll be putting out another video about what's next for Usyk. Is Fury coming out to fight him for Undisputed? And I'll be doing a few more fight reactions to some of the fights on the undercard. So yeah, keep an eye out for those. Peace out, guys.
Foreign bad bitch, I can't even pronounce her name. Talking numbers on the phone while I'm getting brains. Switch 4 lanes, I'm in my own lane. You can catch me riding in that foreign thing.